Now, is there something that you want to grow in your life? Is there something that you want to develop in your life? But you feel like there's always something holding you back. There's always an excuse that is not allowing you to grow. When it comes to growth, this is something that I talked about in my last seminar. You must be intentional. And no matter how psyched up you are or how much energy you put into it, if there's one thing that is constant, is that you're going to be faced with some obstacles, with some traps. And the sad thing is that most of us don't know about these traps, and they end up falling for these traps and they never grow. So that's why on this episode I decided I'm going to share let us do this. What's up everybody, it's your boy 𝐋𝐞𝐭'𝐬 and welcome to Collins Elevates You, where we're all about shifting mindsets and raising potential. Now, what I do is I focus on success-minded individuals, so I help them overcome these limiting beliefs so that they can develop a winning mindset to help them create a life that they've dreamed of. Say to grow in terms of your finances, in terms of your relationship, in terms of your even how you do business, your career. There are some traps that if you're not aware of, you will fall for them and you will remain stuck. Okay, so on this episode, we're going to be focused on that. So, number one, it is the assumption trap. Most of us assume that, just because I want to grow, growth will come to me accidentally. It doesn't happen like that. You have to be intentional about it. If you open a business, for example, don't just assume that it will grow. The level at which your business will grow will be based on how well you're able to grow and develop yourself and your skills. So don't assume that because I want to grow, growth will happen automatically. Because I'm in a relationship, the relationship will work automatically. It doesn't work like that. You have to be intentional about it. So be aware of that trap. The second trap is false expectations. You start something, you decide to take a given path. Okay, I'm going to grow in this area of my life, and you expect it to be easy. Let me tell you one thing. If there's something you've never done in your life, it's never going to be easy when you start. It's not going to be easy. For me, organizing that event was not easy. But because I knew about this, I didn't have those expectations that it was going to be easy, that the room is going to be filled up. No, I knew the process of growth. I've heard it from other speakers, how they talked about, they had 2 guys show up in their first event. I didn't have that false expectation that, it was going to be easy, guys are going to show up, everything is going to work perfectly. It doesn't happen like that. When you decide to grow in any area of your life, please understand and accept that it's not going to be easy. It's simple, but it's not going to be easy. And for that matter, when you feel like things are not as you expected them to be, you'll be ready mentally, because you understand that, okay, I've decided to grow in this area. It is not going to be easy, and I have to keep on keeping on. So don't fall for that trap. The third one is, this is a huge one, and especially in our world right now of social media, comparing ourselves. Don't fall into this trap of comparing your growth with other people's growth. You have your own path to follow. You have your own story to create. You have your own story to experience. Don't compare yourself with other people. And if you really need to compare yourself, then compare yourself in terms of they are behind the scenes. We do a mistake of comparing our present lives with the behind the scenes of somebody else that we admire. If there's something you have to compare, then it's how hard are you working? You understand? Because they worked hard to get to that place where they are right now, for them to grow to that level. But if you're comparing yourself, your first video with Kolo's video right now, then you're messing up yourself. You'll never do anything. You will stay stuck. If you need to compare yourself, as I said, remember, compare yourself in terms of how hard you are working right now. Compare yourself in terms of hard work? Am I putting enough work? What can I learn from their work ethic? How are they doing things? And then slowly by slowly, you'll keep on improving. But don't compare your growth with somebody else's growth. You have your own path and you have your own pace. Okay, so remember that and don't fall for that trap. If there's one thing that is common between successful people and unsuccessful people, people who are growing and people who are stuck, is that first of all, we all have feelings. The only difference is successful people act in spite of how they feel. Unsuccessful people and people who are stuck follow their feelings. Now, you wake up in the morning, you know that, okay, I have to run or I have to do some form of exercise to better my health. But because you don't feel like doing it, you sleep or you snooze. But the successful person, the person who's growing, will feel the same thing but decide to put on their shoes and go outside and do that exercise. That is the only difference. And that is one of the main reasons why most of us are not growing to their fullest potential, because they follow their feelings. Don't follow your feelings. Act in spite of how you feel. Because if you're always following your feelings, my friend, you'll stay stuck. Okay, and you'll never grow to your fullest potential, to the level at which you see in your mind that, you know what, I can get to that place. But if you're always following your feelings, man, you'll stay stuck. So don't fall for that trap. The fifth one is the perfection trap. You know, people want to grow, they want to develop in a given area of their life, but they feel like they have to find the best way possible before they start. So you are there doing research, all these things. You are there and you're not doing anything. Nothing is happening. And you know what is going? Time is going. Your energy is going. What I've come to learn in my life is just start doing it. Do something. Just start doing it. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. When I decided to book that space to host my first event, I didn't have anything. I just decided, you know what, I'm going to be talking about intentional growth. I have some knowledge around this topic, and I decided to book the place. And after that, I sat down with my partner and we decided, you know what, this is what we need and this is how we're going to get it. And I thank God that everything went well and we were able to host our first event. But if I was waiting for the perfect time, you know, if I was waiting for the perfect venue, then nothing would have happened. And up to right now, I will still be in that phase of, you know, I'm planning for an event. When is your event? I'm planning for my event. But right now I can say I've hosted my first event. I've made a step. So don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just start and you will learn as you proceed. I continue. Let me just say that I've been getting questions and requests for the video from the presentation. Okay, I didn't record the whole session, but what I did is I created an audio training for the same event for intentional growth, where we were talking about we have an introduction, we're talking about the 15 facts of growth. We're going to be talking about what we're talking about right here, the growth traps. We're going to be talking about how to create your own growth plan, where we go into deeper details, and then we're going to be talking about excuses and the how to follows. You understand? So if you want to get that, feel free to get in touch with me. It's only going at 200 shillings, and in fact, it also comes with the full presentation in form of a PDF document, so you can have access to it. You can share it with your friends, with your team, and it will help you guys grow. Okay, so if you want it, get in touch. Here are my contact details, and I'll send you a link, and you'll be able to download it and use it and apply it in your life. There's one thing that I've come to embrace in my life is mistakes. Mistakes are part of life. We shouldn't fear making mistakes. And especially when you decide to grow, let me tell you, you'll make a lot of mistakes. But there are two things that will happen. Either you'll make the mistake and you'll keep on going round and around the same mistake, and you'll end up going into a hole of depression, stress, and self-doubt. Or you can be the kind of person who's intentional about their growth and who understands that mistakes are actually part of the process. And when a mistake comes, or you experience a mistake or you do a mistake, you will step out of the mistake, get a principle or learn something from the mistake, and then you will be able to turn it around and you continue your journey on growth. What I encourage you is embrace mistakes. When you decide to grow, embrace mistakes. Don't fall into the trap of making a mistake and feeling down or doubting yourself. Be the kind of person who embraces the mistake, learn something from it, and then you continue with your journey. Okay? So don't fall into the mistake trap. I'm not ready to be a parent. I'm not ready to get that promotion. I'm not ready to start a job. I'm not ready. I'm not qualified. It is not the right time. Don't fall into that trap of, it has to be the perfect time for me to start growing. The right time is now. If you want to grow in any area of your life, my friend, start it today. Start it right now. Ask yourself, what can I do to grow in this area of my life? Or in this business, in this career, in this relationship, in my health, in my finances? What can I do right now to start that growth process? Okay? Don't wait for the perfect time, my friend. Time is money. Another thing is, you're here today, you're gone tomorrow. By you not starting today, you might miss the opportunity to make an impact in somebody else's life. By me making these videos, I've been able to make an impact in other people's lives. But if I was waiting for the perfect time, man, I wouldn't have started. So start your growth process today. Don't fall into that trap of the perfect time. Okay? Start today. Do something right now. Most of the searches online start with the word how. How to write, how to make a video, how to create, how to sell, how to connect, how to network, how to create a Facebook page, how to design. What is clear is that people are looking for knowledge. Now, when it comes to your growth, don't fall into that trap of, I don't know how. Knowledge trap. I don't have the knowledge on how to. Let me tell you one thing. If you really want to grow, what I've come to learn based on my own experience is that if you do research, if you ask, and if you seek that knowledge, it will come to you. Those resources will come to you. It is a matter of being resourceful, not about the resources you have, but a matter of being resourceful. Look for that knowledge. Don't say that I don't know how to grow. Do that research. Find out, how do I grow my business? How do I grow my relationship to a level that I want? How do I grow in terms of my health? Get that knowledge and start applying it. But don't fall for that trap of staying in your excuse of lack of knowledge on how to do something or on how to grow. So when it comes to your growth, be intentional about getting that knowledge on how to. It won't just come to you. You have to seek it out. And remember, whatever you seek shall come to you. Other than that, people, I hope you guys got some value from this video. I hope you're going to be aware of these traps to make sure that you're not stuck. The other thing is, if you want that audio training, remember, here is my contact detail, okay? Get in touch and I'll send it to you directly to your email inbox. The other thing is, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, COLLINSELEVATESYOU. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so that you never miss out on any content that I post. Collins_EU. Other than that, people, remember to love your life, live fully, and create a legacy. It's your boy, COLLINSELEVATESYOU, and I'm out.